Hello and welcome to Orangeline. I'm Justin Hauser.
And I'm Jessica Mulvaney. The economy has been a pressing issue for America lately, and KNBU reporter Reina Murphy takes a look at how it's affecting Baker.
As the economy worsens every day, budgets have had to change in everyone's lives, including those at Baker University. Departments have had to tighten budgets this semester. But how have students been affected so far?
The students have seen some impact, but not very much. In terms of special events and other things, I think that's maybe affected faculty a little bit more. Each faculty member on campus gets a little bit of money every year to travel to conferences and work on their professional development, and a lot of that travel money has been suspended. But I think that the dean has done a very nice job in saying, if you're going to travel and you're going to take students with you to conferences or presentations or special events, then we're going to go the extra mile and try and fund that travel.
The budget cuts have also meant larger class sizes. Dr. Grant has noticed his classes grow this semester, and he is now teaching 2 classes with 45 students.
One of my students was very disappointed. She said, "Where are the small class sizes that were advertised when I came to Baker?" I find, and it's sort of interesting, I come from another school where 40 student classes were sort of the norm, but I'm finding that I have really enjoyed having classes of 16 or 17 or 18, and that it's a very, very different sort of dynamic in class when you're speaking to an audience of 45. There's much less student engagement and interaction.
With many changes in the budget already this semester and possibly more to come, faculty and staff are working hard to stay positive.
I think the faculty is realistic about the difficulties ahead, but I think we're also optimistic. I think the faculty has a lot of confidence in the administration, and based on that confidence, we think we'll come out of it in the long run.
Students should also stay positive in this hard economic time that Baker University is facing. Reina Murphy, KNBU-TV.
Thanks for that, Reina.
Along with that story, I had a chance to catch up with some Baker students to find out how the economy is affecting them personally.
The economy is affecting me because I'm finding it's going to be a really difficult job market to get into, so I'm not going to be very picky when I graduate.
I think the economy is affecting me that much, but I hope I don't lose my job at Sonic.
The way the economy affects me, I would say mostly through my parents, because now it's tougher for them to pay for things, and especially since I'm in college, it makes money tight.
Thanks for that question of the week. Stay tuned for more Orangeline. Welcome back. A new alert system has taken over Baker's campus. Reina Murphy has more.
On any college campus, there is always the risk of fires, severe weather, and possible intruders. This is why Baker University has decided to install an alert system for all students, faculty, and staff members.
B-Alert is our emergency notification system, and we do that either via text messages, phone calls, and or email. And it's a way that we can let students know about campus emergencies and school closings.
Students can easily sign up for B-Alert by going to the bakeru.edu website and clicking on B-Alert, which is listed under Services. This will bring up a page that will ask you a few questions.
You list your cell phone numbers and any way you want us to contact you. One important thing for students to remember is that in August, we wipe our databases clean, and so everybody must re-sign up in August.
As of now, just over 200 students have signed up for B-Alert. However, there is hope that this number will grow.
We would have liked to see a little greater percentage, but in the research we've done, getting a third is about right, so we were close to that, and maybe over time, we'll get those numbers up. So,
the idea for B-Alert came from other campuses across the nation that have been through recent campus emergencies, such as Virginia Tech.
We don't want to be caught with no way to quickly reach students if there was an emergency, and this is one of the things that really seemed viable to us, that we could implement relatively easily, relatively cheaply, and still have it work effectively.
If you haven't signed up for B-Alert already, make sure to visit the Baker website and prepare yourself for an emergency. Reina Murphy, KNBU-TV.
Mungano is the multicultural club on campus and have been holding events for Black History Month. KNBU reporter Jeff Jones got an inside look.
February is Black History Month. Mungano will be holding events all month to educate students about Black history. This week they held an open mic night where students could read poetry. Jamal Adams, an acclaimed poet, was the MC for the night.
We must die. Oh, let us nobly die, so that our precious blood may not be shed in vain. Then even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us though dead. O kinsmen, we must meet the common foe. Though far outnumbered, let us show us brave. And for their 1,000 blows, deal one death blow. What though before us lies the open grave? Like men, we'll face the murderous, cowardly pack, pressed to the wall, dying, but fighting back.
Students could read their own poetry or read from a poetry book. Martin McDonald chose to read a poem by Langston Hughes.
It was that lonely day, folks, when I walked all by myself. My friends was all around me, but it was as if they left. I went up on the mountain in a high, cold wind. The coat that I was wearing was some mosquito netting thin. I went down in the valley, and I crossed an icy stream. And the water I was crossing was no water in a dream. And the shoes I was wearing, no protection from the stream. And I stood out on a prairie, and as far as I could see, was nobody on the prairie looked like me. It was the only day, folks. I walked all by myself. My friends was right there with me. It was just as if they left.
People were encouraged to share not only Black poetry, but other works that interested them. Bryce Lathrop presented a poem by Bradley Hathaway.
I am hardcore. I will windmill kick you in the face. Everybody back up. Make a circle. Let's destroy this place. The lights are low and I'm about to go off. Here comes a breakdown. Karate chop.
Another event Mungano held was movie night in McKibben Hall. The movie they presented was Confederate States of America, written and directed by Kevin Wilmot, who introduced his movie.
The movie is meant to make you think, to kind of put you in the point of view of what would have happened if the South had won the Civil War. And so hopefully it'll lead to some good talk afterwards.
Mungano will be having movie nights all week and a soul food dinner this Sunday at 4 p.m. in the cafeteria. Come out and celebrate Black History Month. I'm Jeff Jones for KNBU-TV.
Thanks, Jeff, and don't forget to look out for more of those events. If you haven't noticed, the Dean's office has moved. Reina Murphy got the inside scoop.
The Dean's office has a new home this semester. It was originally located in Constant Hall. However, it has made a move to Mabee Memorial Hall. Rand Ziegler, his associate dean, and administrative assistant have new offices due to limited space in Constant Hall.
We just hired a provost last year, our chief academic officer for the institution, and we actually had to create a new office over there. We took the conference room that we had in the upstairs of Constant Hall and we kind of cut it in half to make a long, skinny office for a provost. We've added some other administrators within the last year, and it was getting pretty crowded on that top floor of Constant Hall.
Lack of space in Constant Hall was just one of the reasons for the Dean's office to be moved. The other was based upon separation of administration.
A decision was made that what we're going to eventually need to do is perhaps separate the administration of the College of Arts and Sciences, our residential campus, from the administration of the university as a whole.
The Dean's office is now located on the third level of Mabee, in rooms 301 and 302, which were previously classrooms.
In between the time we decided to convert these to offices, we recovered some other space on campus that we made into classrooms, so we didn't lose any classrooms by converting this space. The net number of classrooms has remained the same.
Much reorganizing has been done because of the change in location. This is one part of the move that Rand has enjoyed most.
It forced me to throw out a lot of junk and clean up and refile and get rid of things from shelves. And like anybody, when they move from one home to another, there's the opportunity to get rid of stuff.
While there is still more unpacking to be done in the Dean's new office, it's already beginning to feel like home. Reina Murphy, KNBU-TV.
Thanks, Reina.
Stay tuned for more Orangeline after the break.